That's why if you get caught right now in some like drama, that shit only lasts 2 days and you good. Like remember when Dwight Howard was gay for like 2 days? Like that was big news for 2 days. That he had like 3 boyfriends, and then now it's like you see Dwight Howard now, you better be like, "What's up, Dwight Howard?" Totally forgot about all the zest.
Welcome back. This will be the last episode in this studio.
Oh shit!
Bigger and better to come. Welcome back to the Mike Murphy Show. Your host Mike Murphy with my man 100 Grand.
John Grimes.
What's good, bro?
Shit, man. Shit's happening. Apparently,
it's happening, dog.
Next time you see us, we might be in some new shit, some Hollywood shit, some big time. We always Hollywood, I guess.
But we gonna be in some Hollywood shit.
Hollywood shit.
You know what I mean? So we enjoy in the moment. I'm gonna tell you right now, dog. This is like packing up this shit is insane because it's like throwing away memories and shit.
This nigga just got paid while he talking to us. It's crazy. Thank you to our sponsors again.
Yeah, no,
Mike Murphy sponsors always coming through.
No, it's like when you throwing away shit, you're like, I don't need this no more. And a lot of my daughter's shit is here, so it's like, oh, she can't fit these. Throwing clothes away. I was like, what you want me to do with these trophies? She was like, oh, throw them away.
You didn't throw them away though, right? I
did.
Oh wow, that's nostalgia, man.
It is, but it's like, where am I gonna put this shit at?
We don't know what we love yet until we wait later.
I'm gonna tell you this: the shit's gone, so it don't matter now. But right. It was like 3 trophies, like some cheerleading and some softball one year, and then she had ribbons from soccer all the years she dominated back home, and then she had like
Are they participation or are they actually like placing?
No. So the soccers were like ribbons with the medal on it. Everyone on the team got one just for like saying they participated that year. But she got one that was like most improved player because the year before she wasn't that good. It was her first year. So she didn't really No. Sorry, it was MVP.
MVP.
Yeah. And she was the most improved because the year before that she wasn't that good. Yeah. Then she went up the next year and was just killing shit.
And now it's in the trash.
Yeah, it's just a ribbon. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck am I gonna do with that? And then the trophies for cheerleading and were just you were on a team.
Got it.
Don't fuck about that. And the one from softball out here, because the only sport she ever played out here in LA was softball. One year she didn't like doing it, but she was like the top 3 on her team. I think that might have been just another you were on a team World War II because I don't think it was nothing special. So I just said pitched it. Now, in my situation, my dad threw away, I was MVPs.
Yeah?
Yeah, 3 of them bitches.
So you just returned the favor.
I mean, she was MVP once. It was a ribbon. They ain't even spend the chicken to get the real trophy, you know what I mean?
The pressure.
I don't know. It was like, I don't know what to do with it, you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
And this is the thing that, I don't know if it's just my kid or all kids predominantly her age, but like when I tell her stuff that I think she'll be like sad about, she don't give a fuck. And that bothers me. I'll be like, hey, what do you want me to, what you want me to do with this stuff? She's like, I just throw it away. I don't want it. I'm like, like when we lost dogs, I'm like, oh, I'm going to tell my daughter. She's going to be heartbroken. I'm like, oh, this happened. She'll be like, well, can we get another one? No emotion.
I think that's the new era, man. I like to call this era like the sensation generation, man. Like we either want things to shock us, but shocking don't last. Shock is short term, and then you just get back to you need another stimulant. Like that was crazy news. Okay, what else is crazy news? What else is like? That's why if you get caught right now in some like drama, that shit only lasts 2 days and you good. Like remember when Dwight Howard was gay for like 2 days? Like that was big news for 2 days. That he had like 3 boyfriends, and then now it's like you see Dwight Howard now, you better be like, "What's up, Dwight Howard?" Totally forgot about all the zest. Like
you think people lost a little bit of respect for him because of that?
I think they forgot about it already. It's too late. They remember his shoulders and how he averaged 20 and 10 and eliminated LeBron in 09. But they don't remember that he got like that 6'10" man is some crush or some nigga back somewhere.
I'm gonna tell you why I asked that because he was on a podcast with Funny Marco and Bubba Dub. You know who Bubba Dub is?
Yeah.
So he does like sports.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? His slogan's like trash.
Yeah.
So he was like, I guess the clip only shows this piece, but I guess context clues will let me know that Bubba Dub must have called him trash, and he was saying, "You don't know what you're talking about." Like, and he was like, yeah, I'm a comedian. I know what I'm good at. He was like, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, you can get 20 rebounds, 20 points, but if you go to the free throw and keep missing, trash. And he said it right to his face, like, and you know how big he is. Bubba Dub is short. And Marco was like he just didn't expect him to just be like, so like, I'm not even willing to like mask it and be just say whatever. Like, I'm telling you right to your face.
That's wild on a human level, though. Dude is 6'10", probably 270. I'm not, just from a man-to-man standpoint, why would I do that?
Well, that's why I'm asking you, like, do people, did he lose, like,
No.
so I'll tie this into what I'm saying for another reason. There's a doctor, I believe, I think she's a doctor, black lady. She was on like doing a live or something, and she was like, I'm talking about real men, not gay men, not da-da-da, like basically saying like gay men aren't real men. And she got a lot of backlash for it. And a lot of gay dudes were like, I know gay dudes that will beat the piss out of every dude you ever had on your show. It was straight. Like, we're not synonymous with like sissies or none of that.
Right.
And so I think a lot of people think like that. Like once it comes out like, oh, this dude's gay, it's like, you bitch. Like, because for him to say that to him, just like you said, is forget the allegations. He's 6'10", 280.
Yeah, like
270. Like
the duality of like making fun of like or thinking less of dudes' masculinity for being gay. Duality of that is like prison. Like it's some tough motherfuckers in prison.
Oh, just knock you out and take it.
And they still getting ass. So it's like, well, which one is it? Because you don't want to go to prison because you're scared. You don't not people ain't scared of prison because it's like a small room and a window. People scared of prison because a nigga look like Dwight Howard might be there. And he gonna take your dinner, your breakfast, and your ass all in the same day. Like that's what's scary about prison, not anything else. Maybe the stabbings and the shankings, but that's not your first thought. Your first thought is, I don't want to go to jail
and get rizzy
and get like rizzed up.
Yeah,
against my option. So you can't make fun of Dwight Howard and say, oh, if you think he's gay, he wasn't good at sports. Like that's crazy because he ain't gotta be good at dunking, but he could dunk your ass for sure. He could for sure dunk your ass.
But I just wondered that because when he said it to him,
that had to be protection provided, or
you could tell the reactions in the comments and Marco's face was, I can't believe you even just said that.
It's got to be something pretty clear. Like I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be good content because there's no way you say that to a 16.
And he said something like, "Keep playing, boy." He said something like that, and it cuts off right there. Like, all right, keep it up, like something like that.
Yeah, they had to have an understanding. So Marco's show is very much like I'm gonna say something crazy.
I don't even know if it was Marco's show. It was just the three of them, so I don't know whose show it was, but it was the three of them.
I would love to do that with like a professional athlete. I wouldn't call anybody trash. There's no athlete I genuinely think is trash.
They may be trash compared to their peers.
Exactly.
They go to LA Fitness and score 1,000.
Absolutely. Like I don't think a professional athlete is trash. I do think that when they got in front of people that are just as good as them, their mental was trash. Like you breaking mentally is what I think that is. Because you're not breaking physically. Your brain gets intimidated and goes, I'm not actually as good as all the good dudes. This is crazy. Why am I here? I'm just big.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what kind of happened to me. Is that when they miss layups at 6, they said like you that tall, like you. That's mental. You freak. Like Ben Simmons mentally got trashed.
Oh, he's
not physically. He just mentally went weird.
Yeah, he probably still has the skill set, but just not the mental capacity to compete.
But if he brought him to the wreck, he fuck us up, right?
Yeah,
30-foot threes and everything. We'd be like, how is this the same nigga?
It's like in the army, right? We go to the range to qualify, however often they deem necessary or whatever. Yeah. I think it's supposed to be every 6 months, but I've probably been to the range like twice, 3 times max. I've been in 5 years. Like, so you can go to the range and have somebody to shoot expert. You know, they're on 280. I think expert might, I could be wrong. I can't remember. It's been a while, but I think 300 is the max you can get points. I think expert is like 270 to 300. Like in each target is worth a certain amount of points. A lot of people can hit every target except the super, super far ones that I think like 300 meters out and still get expert because those ones in the back only dock you like 30 total. So you can just miss those ones. Like I'm not even shooting at them. I don't want to waste rounds and shoot everything else and still be an expert. You can have someone to shoot like that and be nice. But then when bullets are flying by you and you're in a heated battle, then now you're trash. Like
the lights are on.
Well, the lights are on and now it's like, bro, I thought you was an expert. Like, nah, bro, I'm scared. Like
Mike Tyson got a quote. He said everybody got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. Face. Yeah, like there's a lot of things involved. And that's what kind of like it is with us in comedy. Like people always say, I should be a comedian. I'm funny. And I'm like, yeah, you should try it. You
Try
should
it.
try or something like that.
All my friends say I'm funny.
We brought a dude to an open mic one time because I guess he kept talking to us about it. And he got on stage, and every time he said something and there was no laugh, he would just go, okay, 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 okay. And then go to the next line. No laugh. Okay, okay, okay. And we just started mocking him the rest of the night, like, okay, okay, okay. Like, everything is harder once you got to do it. That's why we see the people shoot those halftime shots or the free throw shots. You like, how are you missing it that bad? It's because there's 20,000 people watching you.
Crazy.
And all of a sudden, you're not that
Madison
cold
Square
anymore.
Garden, you out there, hey, kid's gonna get you a brand new car. You're like, ah, shit.
You don't know what it's like to be in front of people. That's why by the time you see a big star shine and they're new to you, they're not new to the room. They're not new to stages. This is just their first time being on this big ass stage. But they've been incrementally getting better and getting bigger and bigger crowds. Like, we're not tomorrow going to walk out to MSG.
No,
We're not going to Madison Square Garden first. But we might get a school theater that's like 1,000. Then go do like a bigger room that's 1,500, then 2,000. They might get a small short set on a bigger dude's show.
Because you're building the foundation to be under. Like, people tell you, like, I never did a show in a round. So for y'all that don't know what the round is basically you're in the middle and there's people going all the way around. So you can't just talk forward. You got to kind of rotate so everybody can see you. They say that's one of the hardest things to do, no matter how skilled you are. Kevin Hart done it, Sebastian Maniscalco, and they all said when they first did it, it was like they couldn't think about nothing but making sure I keep talking to everybody.
Like rotisserie.
Yeah, because if you just stand one people in the back, like, bro, we tired of looking at the back of your head. We want to see you too. So that you can't just be killing stuff and then go out. Imagine you do theaters, 2,500, right?
Yeah.
5,000. You're killing that. Then they're like, hey, we got you headlining Madison Square Garden in the round. You're like, I can do that. No. You need to do Madison Square Garden, not in the round first.
You got to prep.
You got to keep doing that and then get used to, maybe you do a smaller theater in the round. Like, it just takes steps to get to that.
There are so many levels to everything, man. And like, even when Kev did that stadium, that was insane. Like, think about doing your home team's baseball stadium or football stadium.
Yeah, the
like,
Eagles.
What? Like,
there's no practice for that.
That's me. That's my like, oh shit, I'm big dog in my own mind. Like, not like I've made it, but like I'm big dog. If I go back to St. Louis and do Busch Stadium, like the baseball face stadium, I'm like, yo, I don't have to do another show for me to believe that I've achieved maximum. Yeah. Like, there's no, because your hometown arena, stadium, theater, like, that's like, oh shit, the city fuck with you and you out here. It's a combination of both.
So let me ask you this. When you do shows with Tony or anybody else that you're not headlining,
yeah,
does your confidence feel way more when you do a show that you're headlining and people are there to see you versus when you go out to do a show where you're just on his show or somebody else's show?
That's a good question. So initially, I was very, I don't want to call it humble, but I was like sensitive to the pecking order of the show. Yeah. Like, well, they're not here to see me, so I ain't got to go crazy. Because my original thought was I'll just be funny and do my job. And then I guess I was doing that a couple times. Tony was like, why would you take it easy on my show? Like, if I was on somebody else's show, I'm trying to destroy that fucking show.
Yeah, he's not worried about you outdoing him.
Exactly. Like, that's the other part. He's like, I'm not worried about, like, I don't give a fuck how crazy you get, because that means you raise it up here, and now I get to go all the way up here. Yeah. Like, that's why I put you motherfuckers on the show, so y'all can get it up here. I don't book people that's, like, not funny so I can, like, save the show. I book funny people so they can go, God damn, that was a good show all the way through.
Start to finish.
Exactly. So, but I will say, though, that no matter how good I am on a show that I'm opening for, I went back and watched footage of me headlining, and I just see the things I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's just your baby. Like, it's just you. Like, you do have a peace of mind knowing that there's nobody behind you, so you get to relax. It's like a reclining chair versus sitting in, like, coach. It's like, oh, this shit tight as hell versus like, yeah, this is nice. So when I'm in a headlining mode, I am reclining, and I'm like, I got more space. You know what I'm saying? Nothing feels timed to me.
Yeah, you're not rushed.
A joke can feel a little rushed to me when I watch it on footage when I'm opening versus like when I'm headlining. I'm like, I got this. I'm letting this bitch breathe. I'm letting all the laughs get done. Like, you can do whatever you want is the easy way to put it. Yeah. And it's no disrespect to like being on a different show and not thinking you can't, but there are mannerisms you need to have on somebody else's show versus your own show.
Yeah, you're headlining. You can come out and you can look at the clock if they have one and say, oh, I'm at 55 minutes. I'm going for another 15.
Absolutely.
And there's no, damn, how's he going to feel about this?
Absolutely.
You don't care. So I think there's two parts that I think is exactly what you said, is that you're still gotta kind of fall in line to
Be
this
cognizant,
person.
yeah.
You gotta know. But also, this is where I learned it. I could do a show and back home that is like even like when I did with Tone. I didn't even come out with a lot of material, but I knew everyone. Most of the people there knew me.
Right.
So when I came out, they went crazy. I'm like, yeah, this is my crowd. Like that was an equivalent of to this is my show anyways. Mine is I gotta stay within the light. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but as far as like me telling jokes and they're like, well, we don't even know this dude. Like you go to Virginia, whatever, they might not know you.
Right.
They're just like, oh, let's see what this guy got. You
Yeah.
go to St. Louis with Tone, they're like, nigga, this is our nigga. You know what I mean?
So yeah, the only difference is the crowd, right? Like the proving grounds you have on new cities. Like when I did Virginia Beach, I know nobody knows who I am walking out, right? So now it's not only you starting to show off, they don't know who you are. It's like I gotta win these people over first, and then make them laugh, and then make them laugh hard. Like so, the work is harder, right? Like in terms of like how you got to dig in. Whereas St. Louis, I might be able to say my first line will make everybody go, oh, he know us. He know we talk. Like I can say something very specific to the city, and they be like, oh shit.
And your confidence is different.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm relaxed. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I ate at my mama's house today versus I ate at the fucking Chipotle when I'm in somebody else's city. So yeah, no, it's different, and I love the balance. Like I love going to do opening it for Tone or whoever, and then coming back and going, oh shit, now I'm about to headline. It's so much different too. When I'm on the road and I go get a headline at night, that headline at night to me now is better and better. That's why I cannot wait to go headline like full time, because like the person I'm becoming on stage is like, oh, this is fun. I like this guy. He's getting looser and looser and more. Everything's starting to slow down. I know how athletes always say that. The veterans be like, there's only 4 seconds on the clock. What were you thinking? I literally feel like it felt slow to me. Like I feel like I could count those 4 seconds and do everything I needed to do and get the shot off.
See, your situation is going to be, and maybe hopefully, well, I'll get to this, but your situation is going to be like a shock because you're doing shows with someone where they're almost or sold out every time.
Yeah.
Great crowd, all this, boom, boom, boom. Once you start headlining, there'll be a period where you struggle to sell tickets. There's not a lot of people there, and you got to build the audience up on your own. So you go from, damn, these sets are great because it's full to putting in so much work to try to sell the tickets, unless you just take off like crazy and then.
Well, here's the funny thing about my journey in comedy is that before I met Tone, I only booked my own shows, right?
Yeah.
I was a headliner by myself. I never did a show with anybody else before. I never opened for anybody before. I never not went last on a show that I went out of town for or traveled for. Like it was my show. I had booked all the shows myself. Chicago, St. Louis, Seattle, everything I did, I had booked on my own. So like I was always used to 12 people in the crowd. Like I've always only performed for 12 people. So the first time I did a show with Tony, I was like, the fuck are all those people doing out
now
there?
you might go back to that.
I'm totally gonna go back to.
Yeah.
I might even go back to it in St. Louis when I do it myself. I might have 20 people there again. I'd be like, I'm used to this.
So,
I'm used to making 20 people laugh. I did a show in Indy last year, 14 people. I headlined. I was like, this is my crowd. I don't know why y'all surprised. This is my regular crowd. So I'm so used to it. It don't bother me when it's only 50 people in the crowd. So if I headline and it's 300 people and it's my show, I would walk out there and go, what the fuck is happening? Like, that's the weird thing. If 300 people in the room for me, then I would freak out. Like,
so I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like, no, 12 people is my thing.
You're not spoiled to the point where you're like, oh, this is some bullshit.
No, because I've already accepted that this is not normal for me. This is almost easier because it's like I've never had this many people before. I've always entertained 12 people. And to me, I don't know what comic doesn't agree with this, 12 people are way harder to make laugh than 300.
Way fucking harder.
So to me, when I get 300 people in a room, I'm like, what the fuck? How's the chicken across the road, right? Like, it just feels like it should not be hard because I've had to struggle and try to figure out how to make 12 people genuinely laugh hard in a big ass room. So yeah, whenever I do go back and like get like headlining like full time, like to me that'll be like, it's like I went to the G League, got to the NBA, got back to the G League, and then like you're just a personal journeyman until you find your place type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would have never experienced the NBA if I hadn't, to me, did all that groundwork by myself and booked myself in like these little small rooms because I thought I would never get this opportunity. I never thought I was gonna open for anybody. Like I did it in year 8.
It's a hard task because there's not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people.
And then they already have people. So you got to find someone that likes you that you're like, oh, the opening came up. It's way harder than, you know what I mean, getting a job at some place like.
Yeah, you don't expect it. I would not have predicted it. Even when I met him, I would not have thought, oh yeah, he's got a spot for me in like
Yeah.
this role. So like that kind of shit just happens. You just gotta be ready for it. But like all it does for me now is realize that every stage you should be trying to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
because it's not luck. It's just
Yeah,
Well, they
like-
say luck is just preparation meeting opportunity.
Yeah, like the opportunity of me running into him,
You were
like shooting
prepared.
shit and continually hanging out and showing up. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be funny at the right time. You know what I'm saying? We need a ticker on this podcast episode of how many times Mike shit go off, and then we like just build the money up. Just fake money, just like 300, 700, 1800.
No, so
take 10, 100 away.
for
1,000.
the people that hear the sounds, I don't know if the mic is picking it up.
I think it's hilarious.
It's offer up, and people are messaging me about something I'm giving away for free, which I wish I would have posted it after we filmed because I'm waiting for someone to come.
Put the fucking mic in, put that shit in so everybody knows what it sounds like, so you can like recoil it. While you read that, I had a thought the other day. I was thinking about my childhood or my early teenage years, and I was thinking to myself, damn, I think the pastime fine chicks can't fuck with the modern fine chicks of TV, right? Because I was like, oh yeah, there's no way Rachel from Friends could fuck with Sydney Sweeney.
Who's that?
The girl from in the HBO show with the high school kids that was fucking Euphoria.
I never seen
The
it.
bad white chick in there with the big titties.
Oh no, I never seen it.
You never seen the actress though?
No.
Sydney Sweeney?
No.
Look her up right now.
Let me
But
see.
so I was like, there's no way Rachel and Sydney Sweeney could ever like shit fuck her up. And then my girl was like, no, you can't compare Rachel and Sydney Sweeney. You gotta compare Rachel and a girl that was on like primetime TV that's blind. I was like, oh, the girl from like
I'm gonna keep it a buck. She resembles your girl, dog.
No.
No.
Sydney Sweeney. No,
Yes,
get
the
out
fuck.
of here.
Look at this fucking picture.
No.
Yes,
no.
the fuck she does.
That is the wrong thing to put on this podcast.
No.
Bleep that shit out. Let's get back to the original
No,
point.
nigga, that's crazy.
So here's the
You
bigger
gotta
thing.
type.
No. Here's the bigger problem I got with this. Who is better, the modern fine chicks or like the 90s fine chicks?
So you gotta that chick looks natural.
Okay.
So-
Which I thought Rachel looked natural and friendly. That's a natural blonde.
If we're talking about
But then she said you can't use Sydney Sweeney. You got to use a famous fine blonde from the 90s that was sexy, like Pamela Anderson. So compare Pamela Anderson to Sydney Sweeney. And I was like,
oh, Pamela Anderson's cooking her.
and I said, oh shit, so maybe the 90s chicks were bad. I'm just
But you gotta
comparing the
think,
wrong chicks.
We're looking at most of these chicks now, modern, have a lot of plastic surgery. Back then, it was just maybe chest and lips.
Okay.
Was no ass, nothing. And the finest ones that we really like weren't really like bodied up like that. Nia Long, Jada Pinkett, the girl
Hillary
Dame
Banks?
Dash's cousin, Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash.
Like those joints, they weren't Buffy the Body type. They were feminine looking. They were bad as fuck.
Okay, so who's colder then? The modern chicks or these past chicks? 'Cause I'm
But you'll be looking at modern chicks that have surgery that make you think, damn. Because you look at someone like Moneybag, like Ari, Moneybag Yo's girl. You're like, damn, she bad. You see her without all that stuff on, you're like, she's trash.
Well, let's not go IG model fine.
So
Let's
who
go
you-
like TV fine.
Who? Tiana Taylor?
Fine actresses right now. Like Tiana Taylor's okay. Kiki Palmer, she's an
I
actress right
think
now.
I don't like her at all.
Okay, well we can
Like not as
why is it not famous fine chicks right now? Like this regular famous fine chicks.
because everyone wants to have the best body, the best everything, surgery this, surgery that. Look at the Kardashians; their whole empire
Who
is built
has a
on
TV
surgery.
show that's cute right now? I think that's the other part. We don't know TV shows anymore because everything streams.
You know who I do think is fine as hell?
Who?
Mike Epps' baby's mom on the Upshaws. She played in a movie called The Contract with Lil Duval. Just came out. It's like on All Black Network.
She fine.
To me, she's fine.
Is she
Her name
finer
is
than-
Gabrielle Denise, I think.
Is she finer than Fancy from Jamie Foxx show?
No,
So you saying these 90s chicks are better than
but
the
I was just naming one that. Oh, the '90s. Yeah, I'm 100%.
So
agree.
90s chicks are better.
Yeah, facts. But I'm
Okay,
saying
that's
I named
crazy.
one from a show now that I think is fine.
So who do you think was bad?
Zendaya.
Okay, Zendaya ain't fucking with nobody in the 90s though.
She's up there. She could put Zendaya with Nia and them. If she was back then, she's in there. Sanaa Lathan, she's in that mix.
I'm taking Pam from Martin over Zendaya.
Nah.
Nah,
Pam's
okay.
fine though. Pam fine.
Pam
as shit.
fine.
When we was young, we used to think it was Gina because she was light skinned.
Yeah, exactly. When you get
Mature is
maturity
realizing it is Pam is
Martin knew
Tashina
what he was
Arnold.
doing.
Woo!
Martin knew what he was doing, bro. He's like, yeah, I got well, Lil Wayne said, I got a black bitch and a yellow bitch called Hosan Vivian. Like, he got the exact same setup right. They knew what he was doing.
And the thing is, him ripping on her so much, calling her BDB, made us think that she was trash.
Exactly. But
when you look at her, you're like, nah, she's fine.
Her outfit, she had body. And it was like, dang, Pam. But, like, there was somebody else that was bad. Like, there was Elmira from Family Matters. Steve's girl, Urkel's girl was bad, right?
Fire.
They were bad back then. I ain't gonna lie, they were bad.
Remember the girl from In the House with LL Cool J? She's like real bad. She's like down bad right now. Mental health.
David Wayne's daughter was bad.
Who?
The oldest daughter.
What's his David Wayne's son's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
90s is cooking it now, bro.
Who was your crushes back then?
It was the Nia Longs, Halle Berry, Stacey Dash.
Oh, Halle Berry. I forgot about Halle
Stacey
Berry.
Dash, Sanaa Lathan. What's the other girl's name? I apologize, I forget her name. She played I think she played one of the wives in the movie with D.L. Hughley. I think it was like Brother the Boys or something. Short haircut. Damn, is it Elise Neal?
Elise Neal?
Hold on, let me see.
Holly Robinson Pete?
No, hold on.
Elise Neal was fired. She did Tyler Perry movies more. She was like Tyler Perry's sweetheart for like 4 straight movies.
She was in All of Us. She was in the Hughleys. That's what it was. When I said it was a movie with D.L. Hughley, nah, she was the wife in the Hughleys.
All of Us. She was in All of Us too?
She was in All of Us, Hustle and Flow. She was in Money Talks.
Tyler Perry movies though, for sure.
Damn. Paid in Full. She's in a lot. Scream 2. She's in a lot of shit.
I was a Hillary Banks.
She was a girlfriend. I think she was one of Will Smith's girlfriends. He always had a joint.
He had the baddies.
Hillary Banks.
Hillary Banks was
and
cold.
The other one, Tatiana Ali.
She got cold to me as I got older. Carmen Electra.
She's bad too.
She was bad, dog. Piper from Charmed, the Three Witches show.
I don't know.
She was white. But who else? There was somebody else that I thought was just like gorgeous growing up.
You know how I really liked? It was more her body than her face, but she still was pretty. Free from 106 in Park.
Free was cold.
Yeah.
Free was solid as hell. Easily one of my crushes. And then Melissa Ford, was that her name?
Yeah.
Back then,
Melissa
though.
Ford
Was she on the Vibe magazine?
She was the first. She was like the LeBron of video vixens for a while.
Yeah, I had a Vibe magazine.
And then the game said she was driving a Honda Accord, and I was like,
Bro, Vibe magazine helped me get through some rough high school.
I got a picture in my phone somewhere of my little space in my room in Iraq with all those video vixens on the wall, like magazine cutouts.
Video vixens is what we used to call them, by the way, y'all. I don't know if y'all still know
now
that.
Now they're IG baddies.
Yeah.
They were video vixens.
Music videos. Back when rappers used to make music videos for all of their songs, they would have this gorgeous model that was the focal point of the video. That's where you get video vixens from.
Was Melissa Ford the video vixen in Knock Yourself Out, Jada Kiss's video?
I can't remember. I know she was was she in Jay-Z videos a lot?
Probably.
She was in a lot of Jay-Z videos.
She modeling Ma, Knock Yourself Out.
Bro. Girls. She probably in that video. I love girls. Yeah.
But all them.
Eve was bad. The rapper.
Think about Christina Milian.
Christina Milian. Everybody Lil Wayne got pregnant was bad in the early 2000s.
These chicks nowadays ain't messing with them.
Yeah, no, they was cold back then.
What? Too fire.
Everybody in Tip Drill.
Oh, right.
Them chicks was. I couldn't even imagine a music video now with all that synthetic ass and titties. Give me that melanin gelatin, baby. I need that old school real shit.
You know what's so crazy? When I was a kid, all the way up until probably like maybe 10 years ago, I always thought Big Tigger's mom was upstairs when they were recording the basement. Like
metaphorically, she was.
They were coming downstairs like, "Oh yeah, your mom said." You know, I'd be like, "Oh damn, I want to see what his mom looked like."
It probably was a studio, huh?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's a studio. But I always thought like his mom was upstairs, and you know what? That probably made niggas think it was okay to live with their mom, because he had one of the hottest shows on BET.
What a low cost of like creation of that small ass room. You interview on like a quick couch. So you go into a booth.
Spit.
Low cost, high output, but get big ass rappers to come through.
Crazy ratings.
Like that. I don't know why did BET go away from what made them so much money. I feel
Because
like.
they have white ownership now.
True.
It used to be owned by black people, and now it's not.
Which is crazy because we make up all these cool ideas and then they just get like whitewashed or sprinkled through with like this less authentic black version.
Even
which makes it more viable for like palatable for like middle America. But we will look at it and go, "Why? What the fuck is this?"
Bro, you talk to anybody, big names, Jamie Foxx, Kevin Hart, Lil Rel, Roy Wood, any of these people that have worked with networks and stuff have brought them a crazy show idea, and they're like, "Yeah, we love it, but let's do." They're like, "No, that's not funny."
Yeah.
Then it comes out and it tanks, and you look at like whoever came up with it, Jamie Foxx, like, "Oh, this show is trash."
I got
and you're
a
like,
ton of
"This is not his." You know what I mean?
Got a ton of respect for Kev on stage. For like just going into it and going, I'm just gonna make the shit then since nobody wants
Country Wayne too.
Like they just make the shit and they go, this is what I intended it to be. And then if it gets picked up, it's like, oh well, at least you got the best version of it.
Did you see Black AF with Kenya Barris?
Yes, I did.
The show's like six parts or something.
Yeah.
So you know you got Blackish, all that, Grownish, all that. So Black AF was the one that was on Netflix, and I watch it like once a year.
One season.
One season. And they were trying to do another season. I heard him tag the mom. I forget her name, the light-skinned lady that acts as his wife.
Absolutely.
Tagged her and say because of they don't have like the time in their schedule to do another season. They were trying to do like a movie, and they were asking people like for feedback or whatever. They's like that's what probably would best fit our schedule or whatever. And I'm thinking like, I guess a movie is shorter than 6 episodes at an hour a piece.
Right.
Because that's like 6 hours. You know what I mean? A movie 2.5, maybe 2. So I guess that makes more sense, but I want another season. But anyways, he had Tyler Perry on one of the episodes.
Right.
And he met or whatever, and Tyler was like, well, you talk to your daughter like that? He was like, hey, whatever. And he was talking, and he asked Tyler Perry's son, he said, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. What I make is for my audience, our people.
Right.
Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Like, he's like, I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes says, Cisco and Ebro, whatever. He was basically saying, like, since I control it and I have full ownership, I don't have to answer to nobody. I make the shit that I know our people want to see. And you could talk shit about Tyler Perry movies. The wig budget is horrendous, whatever. That shit does phenomenal. Every single movie, no matter what.
Tyler Perry ain't lost in 26 years, dog.
But he lost 10 years in a row before that first one.
Absolutely. Well,
he was putting plays together. Yeah, that's what he was saying. He said
I heard him back in the day when he was doing plays coming to St. Louis. I'd be like, who fuck? Why this dude
every year he said his
Browns?
plays bombed. Every single year he went broke. Every year you save up enough money to put the play on, tank. Have to start all over. Do it again. He said in one hit, and then he took off.
Fight them Browns. Yeah,
and then boom.
That shit could. Honestly, that's the journey of all of us out here. Everything is trash until it's not.
Yeah.
Like you might have a fire joke and you think you don't get the love it deserve, and then like you get big and they go, this nigga was hilarious 10 years ago. Like I got so many jokes online that I guarantee you, and they won't get the appreciation they deserve until much later. And I get it, but it's frustrating at the time.
Oh,
you'll be like, come on, dog, that was a slapper. And they get like a little bit of love and you go, I know I ain't tripping. I know I'm not tripping. That's funny, dog. So I don't know. I think you got to just have Tyler Perry confidence and be like, I'm making some fire shit. Y'all will come back to it sooner or later. I mean, the money don't lie. He clearly is making fire shit. Fucking a billionaire.
Yeah, and the thing is this, like, I'll watch our episodes, right, that we're filming now. And I know that even these will get better as we keep doing them and start figuring stuff out. But, like, I'll watch an episode and be like, yo, that episode was crazy. Then I'll see somebody else who's more famous and watch one of their episodes and be like, that episode wasn't better than this, but that episode got 300,000 views. And you're like, oh, it's just that they found their audience and their audience likes it. And everybody's taste is different too, but like you said, it's frustrating because you're like, I know I'm putting out something good. Why is it not being received that way?
And the only thing that saves you, and what should save you, no matter what we're doing, is that if you love what you're doing, that's not a deterrent. Like, I don't care if I got one view every time I post it. I know now that I love doing this shit. The one view wouldn't change my mind about if I'm going to make it or not. I'm going to still make the joke. I'm going to still tell a joke. I'm going to still write the joke. Even if it gets one view online, I know that joke was funny when I made it. And that one view is fine until one of those one views is the one view that matters.
That's
and
all
some
that
guy on accident looks, his son's video autoplayed. Now he accidentally listening to me and going, who the fuck is that? Oh, I don't know. My video just kept playing. I'm like, He's some dude that's like, no, I want to do something with that. Like, you don't know what your one
Never.
view is. Like, I get mad about 15,000 views on a joke, and I'll be like, oh, just 15,000. Nigga, I needed 15, that one out of the 15,000 to go, nigga, I could change your life. Who gives a fuck about 15,000 views?
Bro,
You need the one view that matters.
my video, the Timberland video that took me off
Yeah.
was a video that I've been talking about making for months and was procrastinating. Got to my daughter's school one day, and because I'm a dad, I don't know shit. I got there like fucking an hour too soon. So I was like, well, I'm definitely not driving back home and then coming back. I'll just wait for it. That's why let me just make the video. Make it, I post it, whatever, go about my day. I get a message like a week later, maybe 5 days later, some dude saying, yo, I seen this video. It was the funniest shit I ever seen. I reposted it and tagged the person I thought it was. So somebody else saw my video, watermarked their name on it, even though my face is in the video. And that dude tagged him and realized that's not him. Figured out whose it really was. Found me, DM me. I'm like, oh, so I start interacting with his people. Once that dude posted it, Funk Flex saw it. He reposted it. Then it went to the moon. So the one person saw it. Oh, I thought it was funny. Tried to steal it. Someone else saw it, thought it was funny, posted it. Funk Flex sees it on his page, not even mine. But now I get credit. He tags me. It goes up. Now 200 some thousand followers. And it only took just that one view. And you're like, oh shit, that's all it takes.
Man, going viral or close to viral for me, I don't know if it's considered viral. It's like 900,000 views. But I was like,
they say 1 million, but not if you don't have, if you got the followers you got and you do 900,000, that's viral.
At the time, I had like 1,000 followers. But
That's viral.
I made a video about the nut video. And I swear I made it and just posted it because I was just bored one day.
I remember that.
And I remember buying, like, I was at the store after I dropped my kids off and was like, what the fuck is even a nut video anyway? I'm going to go buy some fucking kernels and make a nut video when I get home. And I bought some sunflower seeds in a jar and went home and was like, I know we got some stupid ass almonds laying around here. And so I was like, I'm going to just make it. And I made the video and it got like 600 views. And I went to go to DC to do some shows. And I'm flying back. So I made the video on like a Thursday or Friday morning, posted it.
Yeah.
I'm flying back on Sunday. And when I land and had a layover, I get a text before I turn my phone off that was like, what is this nut video you just did? And I was like, I did that shit like 3 days ago. But I went to my page and they had like 20,000 views. And I was like, how'd I get 20,000 views over the last 2 days? Nigga, from the layover city, when I got to LA, it was at like 400,000. And I was like, what the fuck just happened when I was flying? And to me, 400K, I was like, this is it. This is it. I'm going on Ellen tomorrow. Like, nigga, I was so confused. I was like, this is the joke. And I think it's two parts, right? I got women involved.
Yeah.
Because women were like all over the video. All their comments were so fucking funny. They were like, leave the sound on, blah, blah, blah. And then make this when you're done. I should go back and read the comments and all those and just make all the content that they were talking about. Because for it to have got that crazy of a reaction, I was like, I had no idea women talk like they were talking naughty in my fucking
naughty.
shit. I was like,
naughty
women.
boy.
I got probably like maybe I said I had 1,000. I got like 1,500 followers from that one video, and that got me to 2.5, and I was like, wow,
And
that's crazy what a video will do for you.
If you would have told me that when it would happen, I would have told you you have to keep going because you got the momentum. You just didn't do shit after that.
I didn't do shit after. Now,
and that's why I stopped.
Only my girl was like, make another one today. And I was like, she ain't right about that shit. And now 2 years later, I'm like, yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
So the stroke video I just made 2 days ago, my girl was like, so how'd that one do? You think it'd have did a little bit better if you'd made that stroke video right after you made the nut video?
Fact.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's
But,
how it be.
yeah, you got to stay on it. I get it now. And I remember when you was posting every day, I was like, fuck wrong with this dude? Stop posting, dog. That shit don't work. And then I remember looking at your page and going, he just had like 2K followers. How the fuck he got 10?
I'm going to tell you what
I remember that shit. In real time, I was like, am I tripping or is Mike Murphy getting more followers?
I'm going to tell you what's weird about that, right? Two things that I learned. Because anything like, I don't know if you've seen Wale got this mixtape called The Tape About Nothing.
Yeah.
And Seinfeld's on there like doing like talking to him.
Yeah.
And he asked him like, do you think, he's like, so when you get married, you ever think you could be ready for it? He was like, nah, you can't be ready because it's change. You can't be ready for anything that's new. It's just, you gotta, you just gotta hit it head on and figure it out. And it made me think that pertains to anything in life. So when you go viral and start getting followers, that's change. You could have never prepared for that because it's new.
Right.
So I learned it once the first video when I knew like I got to keep going because I did a video that went viral before with Mr. Commodore and 50 Cent reposted it. Everybody come to my page and there was no other videos. So I learned my lesson from that about there needs to be more content.
Yeah.
So once that one video, I got to keep going, and it worked. But then what I didn't realize is when you have all those followers, when you comment like on World or like on Shade Room or something like that, that comment shows up to more people, like, because when you go, it shows the people you know first. So if I make a comment, I got 200,000 followers. A lot of people that go to that page see my comment at the top. I didn't realize that. Before I would just comment, it would just be in a stack somewhere. And so I talked about this on Tone's podcast. I was flying to, I think, Atlanta. And there was MOP was on Drink Champs. And I didn't even realize who it was at first because the dude had lost so much weight. Like a lot. Like he didn't even look recognizable. But his teeth were always like big. But now he got them done, so they're like bright white and they're like sticking out his mouth. And I said something like, damn, his teeth jumping out of his mouth. Like, I said something, just cracked the joke like something. They wasn't even like, that was it. Get on the plane, phone, airplane mode or whatever. Flight's 2 hours, 3 hours. When I land, I'm getting death threats in my inbox. You think you ever coming to New York talking about the legends, nigga? I'll kill you. I'm like, what the fuck? In my comment, I went to it, had like 14,000 likes, 400 comments under it. I was like, it was like a viral comment. It was the top comment on the, I'm like, no, take your shit down.
I didn't realize it. I started playing that game a little bit too with like funny comments. I'd be on the Sports Center page and it was like a white boy who won a race. And I put like a comment that said, well, wins gets to the N-word for the rest of the day. And like, I didn't think anything of that shit, bro. That shit had like 5,000 likes. And I was like, y'all laughing at that? I think that's fun. I didn't think anything of it, but I didn't realize how many views that page gets, that if you put a funny comment up, the shit's like uprising.
Yeah, because the more people like it, it pushes it to the top.
Yeah, so I was like, man, I didn't think anything of that fucking comment.
I was already at the top because of my following, but then that started going crazy. He might as well have pinned it because it had the most likes, the most comments. So it was the first comment, no matter who clicked on, it was always gonna be the top comment. And it was going in. Some people was like, man, shut up. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? But the dude started it was like, he grew up under him. His dad or his uncle or something was like a producer with them. Yeah. So he looked at them like family. And he was like, I follow you, but you ain't dare gonna talk about these. They're like, I don't give a fuck. You think they're off limits? My daughter ain't off limits. Yeah,
people don't realize how much the least we think about things be the most effective things. Bro, the less thought we put into it, the more people eat it up. And I know musicians always say like, yeah, we were just fucking around. I think he made the beat with like a straw and a bottle cap, but that ended up being our #1 hit. Like that's the shit that like Soulja Boy, like Panda song, like niggas be like, oh yeah, I was just in a booth fucking around, and then they say, well, you should make that a song.
You ever heard a story about how Shaggy went became famous with that It Wasn't Me song?
No.
So he was on his label, whatever, signed or whatever, and this is not verbatim, it's something similar, like along the lines. But basically his shit was doing terrible. They was about to release him. Like they were like about to let him go, whatever. He wasn't doing good or whatever. That song It Wasn't Me was on the album, whatever. But they were pushing another song as a single, and some DJ in Hawaii just was going through and heard it and played it on the radio. It wasn't me. On the bathroom floor. It wasn't me, and it started catching out there in like Hawaii. And then someone else heard it, and it started going like viral before virality was a thing. Started taking off. Basically, it did so well, he toured the whole country off that one single, and then he gave him the label was like, no, we'll keep you, and then start pushing it. And then they put the money behind him because now he was, we'll pay you $30,000 to do Detroit. I only got this one song. Do that song.
So that reminds me of a story. I don't know if I told you this story before, but I love this story because it feels like the most artist story ever. The guy makes a song in Jamaica. And he's like puts his whole 10 years of his career to like trying to make hits. Can't make a single hit, bro. And like just his wife is like, we're going broke with this shit. You got to give it up. And he's like, all right. So he goes and gets a real job. And he makes one of his songs, a British DJ hears it and goes, yo, can I drop this song? Like just release it right now. Like we'll just drop it together. And he's like, nah, bro, I gave up music. That was 10 years ago. I'm not doing any more music. And he's like, and his wife's like, are you stupid? Like, I know you went and got a real job, but somebody likes one of the songs you made.
Yeah.
Go fucking re-release it with him. And so she convinced him to do it. And it was the fucking, oh my, I think that I found myself a cheerleader.
I never heard that shit.
That shit went like #1. He's like performing it at the ball drop in New York City. Jamaican artist gets dropped by the song gets re-released 10 years old
By a
by a
British
British
DJ.
DJ, and that shit was all over. You don't remember Cheerleader?
No.
Oh man, maybe I'm singing it wrong. She is my motivation. Like that was my jam. And they were telling the story on New Year's Eve. Like this guy was back in the office, and a DJ from the UK calls him like, "I just heard your song. It's amazing." He's like, "That song is 15 years old." He's like, "Doesn't matter. We're gonna drop this shit." And I'm like, "Yo, that's how it should be. You might bring back an old joke one day that you stopped telling 5 years ago on a random crowd because something in the audience made you say it.
Yeah, maybe
And you
think
like,
about
I'm
it.
gonna tell this joke because I ain't told it in a while. And that might be the night you recording, and you clip that shit up, and they get the love it never got 10 years ago. Or you'd be like, "Nigga, I told y'all that was funny." Like
Bro,
that's how it be, bro.
Russell Peters was struggling. He was a good comedian, but he was struggling or whatever. In Canada, he was okay up there, but not in the States. Nobody really knew him.
Oh yeah.
He put out his first special, maybe Comedy Central, whatever. I can't remember, but it wasn't doing well. Somebody decided to chop it up and put it on YouTube. All the clips went viral. He became an international star overnight. Like, not saying he's an overnight success. He was already doing but he became an international star like that. Like, started doing Dubai and all these. He went on YouTube from someone else, like stealing his stuff and just reposting it. But it didn't matter because it was him.
Right.
We want to see him. We don't care who posted it. We don't care how we got it.
Honestly, I feel like either one of us could have a similar success if somebody just chopped up our bits and posted it on behalf of us. Like a pseudo comedy page. Like we just post funny jokes no matter who it is. We just find funny jokes and post them. They post like 3 of your bits. Now everybody's like, "Hey, that nigga hilarious. Who is that?" Y'all keep posting. Like, as long as it's not you tooting your own horn, you can get all the love you want.
Oh yeah, because when people see you, I'm good. No, you ain't.
Like, bro, like if somebody else posts my joke, I damn near don't even want to collab. Cause then they'd be like, "Oh, this the nigga y'all posting?" Like I'd be like, I should just not collab. I should accept the collab like 3 months from now. Because if they post about themselves unattached to me, it gets crazy love. The minute I accept, they'd be like, "This nigga can see that we like the joke." Like it's so weird, bro.
The internet's weird. I'm gonna tell you right now. Like I went to CP's page the other day because I've been seeing his shit pop up more
He's
and
been
more.
increasing his posts.
He's dropping shit all the time, right? Smart.
Shout out CP, one of the funniest cats. So
Funniest.
If
He's
he's going
one
viral, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah. I look at his page. I think he's like 140 or 150,000 followers. I'm like, he should have more than that.
He should have 500,000.
And I'm like, what the fuck
starting.
is going on? But I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's about to start happening for him because maybe he just wasn't posting
He
before.
wasn't posting his jokes.
And social media doesn't care how funny you are
Right.
if you're not continually feeding the algorithm.
Him
the funny.
and Henry Coleman, I've noticed, post more.
And he
And I
was
think
so
their
against
followers
that.
are. And Henry Coleman said that was hilarious. I remember arguing with y'all about it.
We
Like,
all- we was
I'm not begging for followers.
I'm not begging for niggas to think I'm funny.
I'm
Like,
not
all right, well,
begging.
that nigga, you
I'm
just
not
keep
getting online
doing
and
chocolate
begging.
Sundays and that's it.
Exactly. And it was funny is that even he was like, "Well, I ain't dumb." He knows if I just keep posting, and he's not even posting new material. He's just posting jokes that already worked and already online by Chocolate Sundays. He's just reposting things we already laughed at, but reminding us that y'all laughed then, y'all gonna laugh now. That's the thing about comedy and then on social media. You don't gotta post new content every day. Just post the joke so that this batch of people who never saw it before will see it this time.
You know what I learned, and I told you this before. I always was concerned with the views.
Yeah.
And you said something to me that maybe was like, the views are good, but I look at the shares and the like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I never looked at the likes, never even cared about the likes at all, just cared about the views because it was like, oh, I got 1 million views. You know what I mean? That was like the barometer for good or not. And I never cared about the shares or whatever. Then I look at some videos like, oh, this video got 150,000 views, but the shares are crazy.
Crazy.
It's like, oh, okay, now I see something that had like 1 million views, but didn't have a lot of shares. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm trying to figure that out. But I cared about the views too much. So when I would post videos and it wouldn't get a lot of views, I would get upset. So then I told you a couple weeks ago, there's social media people that I follow that put out videos, sketches, whatever. And I'm seeing their rise. Like, damn, I had way more followers than him at first. Now he's cooking. Like, he got, and then I'm looking at their views, 23,000, 40,000. Like, some might be, 300. Like, one video does crazy or whatever. But the average is like 60,000, 20,000. I'm like, but they don't care because they're just putting out content and content. And they're growing and growing and growing, even though the views aren't always as high. So I'm like, well, if I get a video that does 1 million views, but I only got 20,000 followers and that doesn't lead to nothing, I don't care. If I get 1 million followers that's getting me booked to do shows and the views are 80K, 90K, I'd rather that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got to stop worrying about the views and just worry about putting out the content consistently all the time.
Do it for free and it'll pay you back later, and like just post every. And I'm trying to commit to post every day because I'm already online every day. That's why I should post every day. I'm already at home on my phone. Why not just post a video of me doing shit or think of something funny, which I can, and then just do it. I got a joke right now. I've been trying to post. I'm gonna do it. This how I know I'm gonna make it because I'm already putting it on wax right now. I got a joke about going to my kids' basketball games, and I don't know if you know how expensive AAU games are for parents and family.
Travel
to go to watch everything, the concession stands, everything's so expensive to go watch my son game that I got a sketch. I said I'm gonna do is I'm about to make a video of me standing on my car looking through the window of my house, act like I'm watching my son from outside. Like AAU prices got me like short video. I'm watching my son from the car, and you're gonna see me and my girl, and my daughter on top of the car watching through the bathroom window of my son's game, but it's gonna look like watching from the arena. Yeah. Then it just cuts my son making a shot. It was just clapping back outside again. And I was like, that's a 13-second video. That shit probably do well if I just ever make it. And I'm like,
you just gotta do it.
Now I just said it out loud. So I'm gonna make the video this week now before this episode drops. And I've been thinking about this for literally a year and a half. I just ain't never made it. But I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking make it.
That's how you get,
because it's probably a video that probably did. And AAU season about to start next month.
And guess what? If it don't do well, who cares?
Who cares? Just make the fucking video. Don't talk about it. Don't get satisfaction from saying your idea out loud.
Like I got videos that I'm like, this did really well. And other videos I'm like, that didn't do well, but then it's not horrible.
Bro.
Then I see people like, I've seen other people repost my videos, get 1 million views, 2 million views. And I'm like, and I said, oh, I know why. It's because this is a shoe video and the people that posted it are strictly a shoe page.
Yeah, you gotta
stay better than all the other shit on there.
Stay on brand.
Yeah. So when it's in there, you know what I mean? Like, if I do a liquor video and fucking Remy Martin repost it, it's gonna go crazy because people are there for that anyways. My shit, I could do a bunch of different things, but I seen this. It was a tweet. It said Twitter porn and porn in general got y'all thinking sex is supposed to last long. Them people be on drugs, right? So when I see that, I said I go to the comments. That's what it was crazy. The first one said, them boys be on Casamigos, Hot Cheetos, and Perks.
Twitter porn is OD though.
I never seen
Not
Twitter
gonna
porn,
lie.
but Reddit porn is pretty wild
nigga,
too.
The For You page on my Twitter be like, you nasty little dude. Here's some Asian porn. I'm like, what? I never watch Asian porn, but now this shit auto playing. I'm like, well, I guess I gotta watch this.
Now I gotta watch it.
That should be 4K in Indonesia on like a palm leaf. I'd be like, how the fuck they even create this thing? Or a boat? That should be looking like a middle of a Mortal Kombat video. Like, so yeah, they right.
The next one said, my drug is tequila. Mine too.
You fuck off tequila?
Yeah, if I'm getting, if it's a regular joint, whatever that I've been in, whatever, cool. I can be sober, don't matter. But if it's something new and I'm excited, tequila.
Hennessy.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, for you?
Hennessy, I'm gonna go crazy. Tequila,
What about that Black Label you be drinking?
Black Label. Shout out Black Label, Johnny Walker Black Label. That just get me right. But if I drink Hennessy, I'm up to something.
Oh, okay.
Like, hey, we got something new pulling up. I'm like, oh, something new pulling up. Let me go get the hen dog.
This one said, their baby fathers be on drugs. That ain't a valid excuse. Dog, you ever see a chick stating the standard she want for her dude, and then you see who she got a kid by, and you be like, bitch, get out of here.
It's always the stats. Your stats gotta hurt you.
You're like,
well, you got more of those? I think it's yeah.
I ain't wearing and tearing my hip flexors for an hour. You get 25 minutes from me. That's an episode of Seinfeld.
25 minutes.
Bro, 25 minutes is extremely valid.
I just asked somebody about that. Like, how long is it supposed to be normally? Like, what time are y'all not complaining about? I asked some chicks that.
What'd they say?
One girl said 45 minutes. I almost throat chopped her.
Bitch.
I was like, nonstop or like with music? Or like you watched a movie or something first? Like, what do you mean 45 minutes? And then another girl was like 25. I think she said 25. But then I think they were counting foreplay. And I was like,
oh, if you're counting foreplay, then I can see 30, 35 minutes.
Yeah. And so I was like, I'm talking about like boots
penetration.
To ass. Yeah, from onset to who gonna get some water.
If it's one round, like once the cannon's launched, it's over from start to finish. For me, 15 minutes is cool.
First round.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, if we're just going to do it and stop, like now, because if you do, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I can bust and just keep going. Like, I can do that twice before. The third one is when I'm like, all right, I'm done.
That nigga on perks.
Nah, but I don't know what it is. But it got to be someone I'm really into as well. It can't just be any joint. Like if I'm turned on by you, I can bust and just. Because I'm gonna say right now, when I was young and I was like busting fast and embarrassed, I just had to fight through the pain so they wouldn't know that I already busted.
So
I didn't want to get clowned. Now chicks don't care as long as you can keep going. You can bust in
yeah.
10 seconds.
So
Like,
here's
keep
the
going,
thing. I
nigga.
used to have. I used to have a rule. I would never have sex with a girl more than twice because they would know my wear down would be crazy. Like first time I fuck a girl, I could fuck her for whatever, however long she wanted to fuck. If it was my first time fuck you, for some reason my brain would be like, all right, first impression is here you go, give her a great first impression. I'm like, cool. She gonna think I'm amazing, and then she might want to fuck again. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll fuck her one more time, but I won't go as long as the first time because that was ridiculous. After that, I used to go, nope, I'm done. I would ghost her because I'd be like, I don't want nobody knowing what it feels like if you keep fucking. Just
like-
third, fourth, and fifth, she'd be like, where's the nigga I started with? And like,
That's
oh,
the
that nigga
lazy
gone,
shit.
baby. Yeah, that's gone, baby. That nigga's gone. I was excited to fuck with you the first time. I had my motor on. Now I'm like,
I think that's why relationships fail. Like I was
Absolutely.
with a girl and it was like, she never seemed like when we first met, she would initiate it a lot,
yeah,
which turned me on. But then it got to a point, where it only happened if I initiated.
asking for sex always makes you feel like
It's a chore for
a
her.
beggar. You feel like a guy on the end of a highway, like a little bit of pussy, please.
Yeah, and once I get to that point, I don't even care if you come or not. Once I bust, I'm done, and I don't care how long. I just don't give a. I don't care.
I think I would like to know where that comes from both sides, men and women, when you stop asking or demanding sex. Because, like, you remember how you would fuck with a chick and you might even fuck in a car while you're driving, something crazy like that. Before y'all go to your friend's house, y'all just outside their house, like, want to do something real quick. That kind of fun, goofy shit. And you're like, oh my God, why would we so naughty like that, whatever you want to call it. And now it's like, you want to have sex? Oh, man, I just did laundry, dog. Like, wait, what? like, you be mad as like, which sex now? The show about to start. It's about to start.
My ex, her little sister, her youngest sister, and her husband. That's my boy, right? And I'm close with her too, because I've been with that girl for so long. We was at dinner one time, right? Eating out. It was a regular, like not no special event.
Yeah.
We're eating or whatever, and it's like daytime, like we're outside, nice summertime day. We're eating, and he looks up to his girl and was like, "Hey, you want to fuck in the parking garage before we get out of here?" She was like, "Yeah," and then I'll suck your dick on the way home if you drive. He was like, "All right, so I'll fuck you in the parking garage, and then if I drive home, you'll suck my dick on the way home." She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Deal." I was like, I looked at my girl. She was like, "Nigga, don't try it." And I want to be like, you could at least lie and be like, "Shit, we can do the same thing." Like now you got me looking stupid in front of this nigga. Like I don't get, you know what I mean? I was so mad. And I asked her when we got home. She was like, "Oh no, I don't know what it is about them because they're definitely younger. They're probably your age." And so she was like, they're like, I don't know what they've been together since high school, like since kids.
Okay, I was gonna say like,
and they're fucking
length of time. But if you only exclusively know what you love doing, then you don't know what you don't like or what you do like. So that might be golden. They don't have any exterior issues. But this is also probably why men find hoes or find things
side chicks,
because nobody want to fuck you better than a person that ain't supposed to fuck you.
I told you that not we ain't supposed to be doing this sex.
Yeah, like that naughty feeling of like, and then they get ammo. Like your girl don't do what? That's crazy. Because if I was with you, I was like, you'd be like, you say what now? Like it don't take much for a man to go, that's still available to me, because that can ruin a man's ego not getting what he used to get.
Do you know why the side chick, the hoe, whatever you want to call, is so willing to go? So okay, let's just take the same chick. Just say Keisha.
Yeah.
Keisha's in a relationship with her man. She doesn't do all the stuff with him. She's doing the stuff we're complaining about, not wanting to have sex with him and all that. But Keisha is this other dude's side chick, and she does all this kind of crazy shit. You're thinking it's the same girl, but in both scenarios, it's a totally different person. My theory is that Keisha knows that this guy is a woman, and so women are catty. She wants to look like she's better than your woman and makes her feel better. Like, damn, my girl will never do no shit like this.
The unspoken rule of women competing with each other is always that's always present, right? Like once a girl, like, cause you might be single and a girl might not want to fuck with you. Do you remember that first time you got a girl and all those girls popped up out of nowhere messaging you?
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is this?
I was just free last weekend. You didn't want to hang out. I remember the first day I announced I had a girlfriend on Facebook, and the girl that I had been trying to fuck for 3 years straight asked to come over the next day. And I was like, you've rejected all of my offers to hang out. But the minute I got a girlfriend, you told me to come over the next day.
It's because they get a kick out of
And I was like
shitting on the girl.
that's crazy. And it makes you think like, well, I'm an ego person, so I kind of was like offended because I'm like, no, man, I should have been able to hit that off GP.
Yeah.
Not off of her. Like now I'm competing with my own girl. Like, oh, she ain't gonna give me the pussy. I'm gonna give me the pussy.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go to Vegas when nobody know I got a girlfriend and fuck something new. Never fucked in Vegas. So sad about that. Went 10 times. But like, if somebody see my girl, I've gotten more play off of my girl being my screensaver or something like that than me just walking up as a regular guy in any establishment. Unless I'm social and talking, then I could probably get played because if I'm being charming.
There's probably a lot of variables that play a role in that, but I know one of the main ones is I want him to look at me and think I'm better than his woman.
Absolutely.
Because again, even that side chick, she could be doing all nasty shit. As soon as you break up with your girl, like we said it before, you're like, hey man, my girl's not, we broke up. You want to come over? Nigga, don't call me.
You should find a woman.
You should. What the fuck is wrong with you? I told you that happened to me.
I remember that. Yeah, no, it's insane, man. Like, you're not hotter. You would be no hotter than when you're already taken.
Never. Or you're a single dad.
Oh yeah,
that's another one. I've been a single dad many a time, so I've been playing that.
When I come to my son games, first of all, fellas, but if you go to your kids' games about to be the only dad coming out with just one parent, you find out that a lot of basketball games or kid games, the mom is there and not the dad. Like, it's crazy. Like,
single mom or just dad at work.
Either or, right? They might be taking, they might not be taking. But the thing is, they got less eye candy. It's only the male coaches, the male referees, and then the dads that are sitting about 5 feet away from you. Now, imagine being a charming dad. Like, someone talking trash during the games. I'm making jokes. All I hear is moms behind me going, he's silly. I'm like, who, me? That's crazy. Girl, stop it. Like, it's a lot of play there for a guy. Now, if I say some shit like, your mom such and such, blah, blah, it's a shame mom can't make it. You might hear a girl in the background go, where is she? Damn, she didn't want to come see her baby play? Like, oh, no, it's not like that. Like, they might try to make, like, jokes and shit.
Yeah, damn,
like,
if I was your woman, I wouldn't miss my baby's game.
Your son good. I'm surprised her mom ain't here. I'm like, oh, well, we miss her. We miss her every day. Like, oh. What you doing later? Like, you can do so much goofy shit as a dad, as like the pickup lines, everything. Well, obviously I'm free all the time, so I pick my kids up, drop them off, blah, blah, blah. So all I see is moms. And sometimes when I bring my girl to the same parent events, them same moms either don't say shit to me when she's there, or they just don't speak to her at all. And she'd be like, I thought you said you knew those parents. I'm like, I mean, I did know those parents, but
you're here.
Yeah, I guess you're here. And so I'm like, that's
you're
crazy.
fucking it up.
You're low key, you're killing my aura right now. Like
next time, just stay in the car. We'll tell you what happened.
It's insane, bro. You're not hot unless you got somebody.
You know, it's what's funny. I thought about it the other day. I was scrolling through the Instagram for the podcast.
Yeah.
And the last video I put up was, what are the white activities that we thought fun? My boy from back home, I don't even know why I seen this comment because it came up on my page, but he was like, I could tell by your boy's hat that he'd been around white people way longer than he's leading on.
I had that trucker dad hat.
Yeah, he said I could tell by your boy's
I saw that comment.
He's been around
I said it out loud when I read it. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? What's wrong with my hat? And my girl was like, you're wearing a fucking trucker hat.
I seen that. I was cracking up because what made it even funnier is you don't know this, but I do this. That dude is like mixed. He's married to a white chick and they live in Ohio, and his whole life is everything we talk about, this nigga lives. So he's talking shit like this don't pertain to this nigga.
People, I mean, we in LA filming this right now, but y'all need to know, I grew up in Missouri, which is the headquarters of Bass Pro Shops. That's where I was created. But like, I'm outside of St. Louis, it's just a bunch of country rednecks. Like, I was around rednecks my whole. That's why I got deer in high school. I thought deer venison was delicious. Deer jerky.
Yeah.
I ate all that shit. Like, my nickname growing up was Country Boy, but my godfather, little country boy. Like, where I am now is a lot different than where I used to be. And it's funny because sometimes shit comes out, sometimes it don't. But like, I've been surrounded by white people since like early years. Grew up in the hood, but when I'm not in the hood, I was in the
but coming from him, it was funny because I'm like, nigga, that's you.
Bro, literally, yeah. You know when you see people, I can talk to people immediately and go, well, how many black people were at your high school? Or what college did you go to? I can tell everything about people by their voice.
But he went to an all black, like a black high school. He's mixed, he's light skinned. He look like Junior Seau. But he married a white chick And so when there's kids, they're more fair skinned
Oh
than
yeah,
because he's light skinned and she's white, and they live in I think Cleveland or they in Ohio somewhere.
white state. Yes.
And he posted a picture like with him and his coworkers, all these old white dudes, and I was like, "Get out too?" with a question mark. He was like, "Getting to the money, you mean?" I'm like, "Nah, nigga, you look like you're captive,
Bro.
like it just look weird as hell."
The
But
phrase "token black guy" is like annoying, but it's like
true.
so real when you are that. I was like that at the bank, man. Every time I got promoted, it was less and less niggas. I was like, this is weird. When I finally got to the final boss level of working in Orange County in a corporate office, nigga, the janitor looked at me and said, like when I first walked in for my first day, he's like, "Where you going, nigga?" I'm like, "The top floor." He's
Yeah,
like,
no.
He's like, all right, bro. Like, and when you do that, that's what black people be like, oh man. That's how you know you ain't supposed to be there. When they look at, even white people look at me like that.
No.
Are you meeting somebody here or?
Swear to
I'm
God,
like,
you be offended.
I got an office here now, and they're like, "Oh, okay, wow. What's your name again?" Like, I got that so much in the first like 6 months working there. It was just like they couldn't believe how this nigga got here, and I was like, "Damn, we need more niggas in spaces like that because that's very alienating in general."
Yeah.
Imagine if it'd been another nigga there that'd been like, "Oh yeah, hey, yeah, nigga," it'd be like that. They gonna like nobody there to give you the real nigga game when you get around when you the token. You know what I'm
No.
saying? So that should be a self-help book about when you're the token, a day in the life. Like,
They ain't
don't go to lunch with niggas, don't get drunk around them niggas. There's a bunch of shit not to do when you're the new black guy at a place. Like, I should make a little self-help book for that actually.
So, that's the episode, man. March 8th, House of Blues, San Diego with Tony
March
Rock.
8th, House of Blues, San Diego. St. Louis, Missouri. I'm coming back home March 14th, 314 day. Come check me out at City Winery. It's gonna be fun as shit. Got some funny St. Louis comics on the show. And I'm gonna bring the rain. I ain't seen rain in a minute out here in LA, but I'm gonna bring the rain to St. Louis. Come check me out.
Yeah, so hey, again, last episode in this studio. The next time you see us, we will be in the Hollywood Hills, Hollywood. And yeah, that's it, man. So next week, y'all be safe. Stay blessed.